Hello everyone, I'm the Mangoose. You are awesome. And if you're anything like me, you have sometimes wondered to yourself, why is it that us humans have our hangdowns just flopping around on the outside of our bodies, while most other creatures in the animal kingdom have some sort of sheath for their sword? For example, when you see a flock of birds perched upon a power line, you'll see their little ding-dongs dangling in the wind. No, they keep that shit tucked away until it's time to stick the landing. So if you too are curious as to why we're content to rock out with our cocks out, then come along with me as I take a look at the evolution of your junk. When I started this little adventure looking into this, my personal theory was that it had something to do with us walking erect. Now that has nothing to do with erections, walking erect, all that. I'm not a moron. I'm not a complete moron. I was wrong though. My theory was wrong. What I thought it was that it had something to do with not being enough room down there. And I am talking about walking erect, not bipedal. There are other bipedal animals, such as ostriches. You don't see their dongs dangling down. When you see an artist rendition of a T-Rex, you don't see his exposed thunder lizard. That would be just a whole new level of terrifying. A T-Rex charging down at you with a angry boner. But no, what I thought it was is, as like say a dinosaur is like this, he's walking, he's got his tail in the back, and he's got his dick tucked up in here somewhere, and oh, I can't really, there we go, yeah, tucked up in here somewhere. And so I thought maybe like, okay, so this is his dick. As he stood up, all these organs are getting squished down here, and something had to give, so the dick popped out. That's what I thought happened. That is incorrect. No, what happened was, as with most adaptations, it's all about finding food, not being food, or fucking. And of course, this has to do with our dicks. It's about fucking. And definitely isn't about finding food, right? You're not going to find food with your dick on the outside of your body unless you're doing some hardcore noodling. In my case, I wouldn't catch a catfish large enough for an appetizer, but it's about attracting a mate, as with a lot of other adaptations. See, what happened was, it used to be a lot, and this is observed in a lot of like bonobos, monkeys, and such. They attract a female by the size of their nuts. So they have these big, huge balls because they can walk around on all fours. Of course, with us being bipedal, our balls get kind of squished between our thighs a little bit, so we can't have huge nuts. I have known some people with some huge nuts, but yeah, they had trouble running. They did have trouble running. That's a whole nother story for a different time though. But since, we can't have those large nuts to attract the females, we had to adapt something else. And what happened was our dicks got bigger. Our dicks got bigger and stayed on the outside so that we could show them girls, how big our dicks were. So in the modern day, when you're sending dick pics to some Tinder slut, you're just participating in evolution. Don't be ashamed of that. It's what you're evolved to do, is to show off your dick. Peacock with your cock, as it will. And but yeah, and the other thing is, with your dick kind of being in the way, you can't really show off your nuts, and you really don't want the huge nuts either. I jumped off of a roof the other day, and as I jumped, I fell down and my balls spread apart and they smacked together, and then my hips squished in on them. I thought I was gonna fucking die. If I had even bigger nuts, maybe I would have died. I probably would have crushed something. But since I have smaller testicles and a larger penis, that didn't happen. So, yay, evolution, go us. Something else interesting I found out during this research is the classic mushroom tip. Even if you're uncircumcised, you still have a bulbous end on your penis. What that's for is to scrape another man's semen out of the vaginal canal to ensure that your little swimmers have a better chance of penetrating the Death Star. So I guess Neanderthals often went in for sloppy seconds during their cave orgies, which is really gross. Not saying I've never done it while I'm drunk, but it's still pretty gross. So that's it, folks. That's why your penis is on the outside of your body instead of tucked away like a dog's tube of lipstick, as it were. So, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity. If you like the video, then you're a fucking weirdo. But this is the Mangoose signing off. You guys have a good one. Mangoose!